first topic is first topic or first chapter is biotechnology, principle and process. So, firstly, we will discuss what is biotechnology. Then we will discuss principle, and then after we will discuss about the processes. Okay. So, literally, if we split the term bio and technology, it bio means what? Bio means here living, and technology, techniques applied with living organism. It may be living organism, it may be their parts, or it may be with their what products. Okay. So biotechnology means we will discuss about the technology that are being used with the living organism, or it may be full living organism, or it may be the part of living organism, or it may be the product of living organism. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Biotechnology. Okay. So biotechnology basically in ancient time also be used to make curd from the milk. Okay. And how milk is converted into curd with the help of which bacteria?
Lactobacillus.
Lactobacillus. Isn't it a technique with living organism?
What the?
Isn't it a technique with living organism?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what about hybridization technique? Hybridization,
Hybridization technique.
in hybridization you prepare breed
Huh.
from desirable genes or maybe from desirable organisms. Strategies for enhancement in food production. Have you gone through that chapter?
Yeah, but this also comes under the biotechnology.
Biotechnology. Okay.
Uh,
And
uh,
these are known since ancient times. So this will come under
uh,
traditional biotechnology. And
uh,
nowadays, COVID vaccines are being prepared. And it
uh,
is with the help of modern biotechnology. So in biotechnology, we are having two aspects. Okay. Traditional biotechnology as well as modern biotechnology.
uh,
And in this chapter we will study about, basically we will deal with the techniques and the application of in modern biotechnology. Okay.
uh,
So
uh.
biotechnology, first if we will discuss from where this term came or who coined this term. As usual, one father is there of everything, so here also father of biotechnology. Do you have any idea about father of biotechnology?
Father of biotechnology. Well,
Okay, no problem. So we will discuss about that also. Here it is biotechnology, and this term was coined by Carl Irecki. Who coined this term? Carl Irecki.
God.
Irecki. And he coined this term in 1917. So when this term came into existence in 1970,
1970.
or
Uh,
by whom? It was by Carl.
Carl Eric.
Okay. So if we discuss about this biotechnology, it has got a lot of names. Basically, DNA manipulation technology, rDNA technology means recombinant DNA technology. So we will come to know that so many names are basically given to this biotechnology. Okay. And if we discuss about the basic name of this biotechnology, we come to know that this biotechnology is also known as DNA manipulation, DNA Manipulation biotechnology.
And the screen is blurry. Once again, can I rejoin one?
Yeah. Maybe your
Uh,
network is will be
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Once I'll try rejoin.
Okay. So we were discussing that this biotechnology has got various names. It is also called DNA manipulation biotechnology, and it is also called recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant DNA technology, or it may be called genetic engineering. Means engineering means what? Manipulation in something. Okay, and here we have written genetic engineering. So genetic engineering means engineering or manipulation at gene level. Gene may be it may be DNA, specifically functional segment of DNA is called gene. So here we will discuss about the manipulation that is being done in genetic material. It may be DNA or it may be what? RNA. So these are
RNA.
known as DNA manipulation biotechnology. It is also known as recombinant DNA technology, and another name of this is genetic engineering. So how this term came into existence, what happened that lead to this biotechnology and people uses technology with the living organism. So it was basically dependent on discovery. So two discoveries were there. One was plasmid. Have you any idea about plasmid?
About plus.
Plasmid.
Uh,
In bacteria, I had a study about plasmid. Okay, no, not an issue. Uh, Here we will discuss thus what technology is being used in biotechnology. What happens? So simply, this is nothing but cutting and pasting of DNA. What we will do
okay.
from one desirable source, we will cut the DNA, and into another we will just paste the DNA. Okay. So this techniques involves basically biotechnology involves what? Which technique? Cutting and pasting of
Okay.
pasting of desired DNA fragments. Okay. So this is basically based on two discoveries. One is plasmid, another one is the enzyme that is being used to cut the DNA. Okay, this is all about restriction endonuclease or restriction enzyme. So we will discuss that this is based on two important discovery in bacteria. And what are the two discoveries? First, presence.
Biotechnology is based on these two important,
What?
which is based on these two
Bio,
important discovery.
bio,
Uh,
okay, or techniques. Technique is also in biotechnology. No, what technique we use? This is cutting and pasting of desired DNA fragment, and how this technique became possible because of the two important discoveries that was in bacteria. One is presence of plasmid, and this plasmid is present in bacteria only. Some plasmid are also present in yeast. So presence of plasmid in bacteria, and this plasmid has got a specific character that this can replicate independent of genetic material. Genetic material means chromosomal DNA. This plasmid is extra chromosomal double-stranded circular DNA that is present in, you can say, cytoplasm. So this is not genetic material. Okay, this is extra chromosomal other than genetic material. This is also a DNA that we will discuss. So this is presence of plasmid in bacteria, and the specific character is that such can undergo replication. Replication means to make more copy. Okay, replication along with and independent of chromosomal DNA. Independent of chromosomal DNA. And the second discovery is restriction endonuclease. This is molecular seizure. Seizure, you know, from seizure, what do you do? Seizure,
From
seizure, seizure.
Huh.
What is the use of seizure?
to cut meat.
Okay, to cut anything. So here it will cut DNA. That's why it is also called molecular seizure. Is it clear to you? This is
Yeah.
enzyme restriction endonuclease. Okay? So this is restriction endonuclease. It is also called molecular seizure. Molecular seizure, and this can make DNA at a specific site. So this makes DNA at a specific site. So what is the use of this restriction endonuclease? What will it do? It will breaks the DNA at where? At a
Specific
specific site. Okay, and that's why it is
Yeah.
also called molecular seizure. This question is asked in NEET also. Molecular seizure, and 4 options will be given. 1 option will be restriction endonuclease. So restriction endonuclease is also known as what? Molecular seizure.
Molecular seizure.
Okay, and now father of biotechnology, Paul Berg. Who is father of biotechnology? Paul Berg. Paul Berg is father of biotechnology. So
one more name is on Carl Eric.
Carl Lirecki coined the term. Okay, Carl Lirecki coined the term. He made the term. But first time technology was used with who first time implemented this biotechnology. Experimentation was done by Paul Berg. So that's why he is known as what? Father of biotechnology. Okay. So why he is called father of biotechnology? What he had done? So simply he introduced this gene, especially when virus is there, that is known as simian virus, and he introduced the gene of simian virus into bacteria using a lambda fast vector. So firstly he implemented the technology. That's why he is called father of biotechnology. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Due to his work he is known as father. Okay, so what does? So Paul Berg in 1972 introduced a gene of simian virus 40, that is called SV40 gene, into a bacteria with the help of lambda phage. Phage, you know, phage or phase.
Lambda phage.
Hmm? Phage or phase, bacteriophage or bacteriophage.
Yeah.
What is phase?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Virus.
Virus infecting bacteria. Okay.
Bacteria.
Okay. So this is lambda phage. This infects bacteria. So in biotechnology, we will discuss about the tools of biotechnology. What are the tools that are required in biotechnology? In that, we will discuss about a vector. Okay. One second.
Now, for
Hello. Good evening. हाँ 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 ठीक है हाँ क्या हाँ फर्स्ट किसी और को बना दीजिएगा कौन आएगा कौन हमको जितना आता नहीं ठीक है हाँ हाँ अच्छा ठीक है कोई दिक्कत नहीं ठीक नहीं नहीं एक आया था आदित्य को ठीक अच्छा ठीक ठीक ओके दीपिका व्हाट आर यू सेइंग
now, Paul Brook, he found this technique for the first time, or he did that.
he did
He implemented.
experimentation he did experimentation okay
Oh,
so basically biotechnology term this, for example your name is Deepika your mother or father they have given your name okay and now it depends upon that Deepika what is the meaning and is there must be some meaning of your name and if you will
yeah.
prove that meaning then you will be doer doer means you are doing the thing so Paul Berg did the thing and biotechnology term was coined by Carl Eric okay so name giver you can say name giver is Carl Lilecki but the technology was first time used by whom technology
The
was first time used by Paul Berg
Paul
it's
Brook.
clear to you
Yeah.
Paul Berg okay so what Paul Berg did he just introduced a gene of SV40 this is a virus gene simian virus okay so this is virus so he introduced a gene of SV40 into bacteria. So we were discussing that how the bacteria will get the gene of that SV40, okay, virus. So there must be some carrier which will carry the gene, and the carrier is obviously we will discuss about the carrier is called vector. So in biotechnology, the most commonly used vector is bacteriophage and plasmid. Is it clear to you? The most
Yeah.
commonly used vector or gene taxi, you can say taxi, you know, taxi.
Huh.
So taxi or gene carrier that is simply that deliver the gene to, it will bring the gene to the host. So here the lambda phage was the vector who delivered the gene of simian virus 40 into bacteria. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
That's why father is who? Who is the father of biotechnology? Paul Berg.
Paul Berg.
Okay. So this is the basic technique that we will discuss. Now we will discuss about the aspects. So biotechnology basically one question is asked in board examination, CBSE board examination. What is the definition of biotechnology uh, according to EFB? EFB means European Federation of Biotechnology. Is it clear to you? So if we'll
Yeah.
discuss about biotechnology, so it deals with the techniques. Basically, this is not the definition of EFB. Here we will only defining, we will define here the biotechnology, what is the meaning of biotechnology. So it deals with the technique of using live microorganisms, live microorganisms, it may be microbes, it may be plants, or it may be animal cells. Animal cells, or it may be their components, means parts, components, or it may be enzyme also from organism to produce products and processes. Processes means we can write here services useful to human beings. So this is the general definition of biotechnology. Biotechnology means what? Biotechnology is, it is basically techniques applied with the living organism. So here biotechnology deals with the technique. What techniques? Of using live microorganisms.
Live. Hmm.
It may be microorganisms, it may be plants, it may be animal cells, or it may be their products or component also. Okay, enzymes are produced
Okay.
from microbes or plants or animals also. So these are the components or enzymes, and these components or enzymes, from where we get the, obviously we will get from the organism. For what purpose we will use the living organism or these plants, animals, or enzymes, or maybe their components. So the purpose will be to produce what? Products and processes. Processes means to produce products and services that are useful to whom? That is useful to human beings. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we will, this is a general definition of biotechnology. One specialized definition that is given by EFB, that is European Federation of Biotechnology. So in NCERT also the definition of European Federation of Biotechnology has been given, and in board also this question is asked on 3 marks. What is the definition of biotechnology according to European Federation of Biotechnology? So this is EFB, or EFB means European Federation of Biotechnology. This is EFB. Okay. So what is the definition of biotechnology according to European Federation of Biotechnology? This is very important. So according to European Federation of Biotechnology, it means, this defines biotechnology as, biotechnology is the integrated use of integrated use of biochemistry, means natural science, and in natural science we will discuss about biochemistry, microbiology, and engineering science. Engineering science. In order to achieve technological or you can say industrial application of industrial application of the capability of microorganism or cultured tissue. I will explain it. Cells and parts thereof. Okay, so this is the broad definition you can say. Actually, this definition is not given in NCRT, but for clearance, this is I have written this. So biotechnology is the integrated use of. Integrated means combined form. And in biotechnology, what subjects we use, what science we use? It is simply biochemistry, microbiology, engineering science. Okay, so basically, we deals with biochemistry, microbiology, and with science, engineering science. For
Engineering
what?
science.
In order to achieve technological application of the capability of microorganism or cultured tissue, yeah, cells or parts thereof. Means we will just use the animals. It may be microbes, it may be their parts, it may be cultured tissue, means plant tissue or animal tissue, or it may be we may use their parts or we may use the cells. And for what purpose we will use these organisms? To obtain industrial product, you can say. Okay, so industrial product for, and that industrial product will be useful for human being. Okay, so this is one definition is there given there in your NCRT text. Yeah, this is the definition of European Federation of Biotechnology in simple language: the integration of natural science. Okay, have you your NCRT right now?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the definition given there? Once read it.
The integration of natural science and organisms,
Hmm.
cells, parts thereof, and
Hmm.
molecular analogs
And
for
looks for
products and
products and services. Okay,
service.
so now you say, because it will come to learn this, and this definition is asked in board examination also. The integration of what? The integration of
Natural science.
natural science, and that all
uh,
science comes under natural science. So the integration of natural science. Okay, and with what? Natural science is used
and
with what?
organic.
With organism. Okay,
uh,
so the integration of natural science and what? Organism.
Natural science and organisms.
Okay, and organism, one more thing is there, cells also.
Cells, yeah.
Cells and parts thereof. This is
Parts thereof.
European language, that's why it is parts thereof. Okay,
uh,
for what?
and molecular analogs for
Yes.
products and services.
Okay. And molecular analogs for products and services.
Yes.
For products and services. So this is a simple. Okay, so this definition, and I have written the elaborated form of this. So integration of natural science and organisms, cells and parts thereof, and maybe molecular analogs for what? For product and services. So,
Services.
and what about this natural integration? Integration means combined form or natural science. We will discuss about all those science that we had discussed here. Because when we are going to produce the product at a large scale, there must be some observation that product must be contaminated free. Otherwise, if it will be contaminated, then the production will be of no use. Contamination may also cause problems. So it should be contamination free. So how we will make the product from contamination, free from contamination? Obviously by using sterile conditions. So that we will discuss in principles of biotechnology. Okay. So now we'll come to know what is the principle of biotechnology. This is also very important. And two principles of biotechnology is there. One is called genetic engineering and another is maintenance of sterile condition. Sterile condition means what? Maintenance of contamination free environment. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we will discuss about principles of biotechnology. From biotechnology application and processes, 4 to 5 questions are asked in NEET. 5 means 5 multiplied by 4, 20 marks you will secure from this chapter. So this is principle of biotechnology. So what are the principle of biotechnology? Two principles are there. One is called genetic engineering. Genetic engineering. Means manipulation is done. Manipulation means maybe addition or maybe subtraction. So addition or subtraction of gene is taking place in genetic engineering. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this it includes techniques to alter the nature of genetic material. Or genetic material may be DNA and maybe what? RNA. To introduce these manipulated DNA or RNA into the host organism, and thus change the phenotype. Phenotype, you know, phenotype or genotype.
Yeah.
What is phenotype?
Phenotype, like for if it's for tall, then that is the genotype, and T that
Okay, so
I don't know how to.
morphological appearance that will come under
Uh,
phenotype. Okay,
phenotype.
morphological means external appearance. External
Okay.
appearance will morphological appearance that will come under
Yes,
phenotype. And genetic level, genetic constitution will come under genotype. Is it clear to you?
yeah.
Okay. So any character, any not like tall, any character that is visible from outside, they will come under which character? Phenotypic character.
Phenotype.
So what is genetic engineering? So basically it includes the techniques. And what techniques? To alter the nature of genetic material. Okay, alter means change the nature of genetic material. And what are the genetic material, you know? In our cases, it is DNA, and in some viruses or simple organisms, this may be RNA. So DNA and RNA both accept genetic material. So what we are doing in genetic engineering, simply these are the techniques to alter the nature of genetic material, and after altering the nature, we will introduce that manipulated DNA into the host. As a result, what will happen? The host morphological or phenotypic character will be changed. Means we are doing all these things to change the genetic material, and that change will be expressed externally also in what character? Phenotypic character. Is it clear to you? Genetic
Yes.
engineering. So we are manipulating DNA here. DNA manipulation technology. That's why it is genetic engineering. It is also called DNA manipulation. And next is chemical engineering, or that is given in your book, maintenance of what? Maintenance of what condition? Sterile condition. Means microbial contamination free. Okay. Sterile means what? It should be contamination free. Okay. So this is done with the help of chemical engineering. So maintenance of a sterile condition, and this is done by which engineering?
Chemical engineering.
Engineering. So basically, this is maintenance of a sterile condition, or that is also simply we can write this principle as like this: chemical engineering. Chemical engineering. So anyone you can write maintenance of a sterile condition or chemical engineering. So what is the basic techniques? What chemical engineering means? So chemical engineering means, simply we can write here that it involves maintenance of sterile, or this is microbial contamination free. Microbial contamination free condition. And chemical engineering processes to have growth of only growth of only the desired microorganism. Desired microorganism. Okay, so why we are doing this chemical engineering, or why we are maintaining contamination free state? है ना? So this is only for allow the growth of only desirable microbes. Because why we are unnecessary, there is no need to culture undesirable microbes. So how only desirable microbes will be cultured, or how only desirable products will be obtained. So this is only by creating a sterile condition. A sterile condition means microbial contamination free condition, you can say. Is it clear to you? And this sterile condition is maintained through which engineering? It is maintained through chemical engineering. So what is the two principles of biotechnology? Now you explain.
First is genetic engineering.
No. Simply principles of biotechnology. This question is asked in board also. Genetic engineering and
chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. Or chemical engineering may be may be written as maintenance of
sterile microbial contamination free condition. This
sterile condition is enough, because sterile condition meaning is this microbial contamination by chemical engineering. For what? To allow the growth of only what?
Desirable
microbes. Now is it clear to you? Principle. So principle involves basically two techniques. One is genetic engineering, and next is maintenance of what condition?
Sterile condition.
A sterile condition. Okay. So now, how this techniques or this principles or use became possible? Again, discovery. So how it was observed, how did it take place first time, that we will discuss here. Okay. So concept conceptual development, you can say. This is conceptual development of biotechnology. So principles of biotechnology. So here we can say that this biotechnology, this was based on what? Biotechnology, again, it was based on two main discoveries. Concept, कह सकते हैं, principle of biotechnology, and this will comes under conceptual development. How the concept of biotechnology developed, what happened. So this was also based on two main discoveries. And what is the discoveries? This was based on presence of plasmid in bacteria. Earlier we have discussed about this, but we are discussing again here presence of plasmids. Here we will define plasmid also in bacteria. And second is what we have discussed is restriction. What? Nuclease, endonuclease. Endonuclease. So basically biotechnology, how it concepts was developed, because one thing that is discovered in bacteria was plasmid that goes under, you can say that it undergoes replication independent of genetic material. Another one is what? Restriction endonuclease, that is also called, one name I have already told you, molecular what?
Scissor.
Scissor. Now, one observation was there in bacteria in 1963, that two enzymes were basically present in bacteria. One is called DNA methylase, and another one is restriction endonuclease. And this was present for, you can say, this was present for protecting the bacteria from the infection. Okay. So again, in bacteria, how restriction endonuclease discovery came into existence. It was observed in bacteria that if any virus attacks the the bacteria have one enzyme that modify its gene. Means simply it has this comes under restriction modification system. That bacteria have some enzyme that can add methyl group to its own DNA. Okay, so body can recognize its own DNA, and as a result, one enzyme was also there that is called restriction endonuclease that cut the foreign DNA. So this restriction endonuclease was found in bacteria. But how this restriction endonuclease will come to know that this is not our genetic material, it has come from outside? Because bacteria is very clever, it adds methyl groups to its end of DNA. So when restriction endonuclease that see the methylase group, means that enzyme is not recognizing the sequence, it will not cut the DNA. Otherwise, any foreign DNA if will enter, that enters into the bacteria, this restriction endonuclease will cut the DNA. So this comes under RMS system, and that is called restriction
endonuclease
modification system. RMS, restriction what? Modification
system.
Okay. So basically here we will discuss one more technique, that is RMS, restriction modification. we are discussing here the how restriction endonuclease enzyme was discovered. So this was by which system? Restriction modification system of what?
Because
Of bacteria. And this includes two component. One is you can say modification enzyme, modification enzyme, and this enzyme is DNA what? Methylase that adds methyl group to bacterial DNA. So basically, actually, this has not been clear in NCRT. Okay, Deepika,
okay.
I think you are turning the page and searching this RMS. Okay,
Uh,
yeah, but that is not given in your book.
uh,
Here, uh, we are discussing about the principles of biotechnology, how genetic engineering, the concept, how came into mind. So because of the discovery of this plasmid and restriction into nucleus. And what is the discovery behind this? What is the story behind the discovery of this restriction into nucleus? So it was found in bacteria that one special system is working in bacteria that is called RMS. It is restriction modification system of bacteria. So what RMS does? So in RMS, it was observed that bacteria contains one modification enzyme. Okay, so this bacteria contains, because bacteria is also an organism, and it have got its protection mechanism, defense mechanism also, through which it
mm,
can be protected from virus. Is it clear to you?
yeah.
So this bacteria contains what? It contains one modification enzyme. And modification enzyme means what? It is simply DNA methylase. And what DNA methylase does? Simply DNA methylase adds methyl group to bacterial DNA. It's in you can say this is the mechanism, defense mechanism. RMS means what? This is a type of what? Defense mechanism
Defense.
of bacteria. So
So because of the methyl group added to the end of the bacteria, the restriction end that won't be able to identify which is
yes, yes, I will explain it. This is defense mechanism of bacteria from what? Bacteriophage. Bacteriophage virus that infects the bacteria. So bacterial DNA, and one is there. I will explain it. Restriction endonuclease or restriction enzyme. Endonuclease. This is nothing but enzyme. What does it do? So this identifies the introduced foreign DNA and cut into pieces. Okay, so this is restriction modification system. Here, what is the meaning of all these? Simply, we are discussing here that some tools are there that is used in biotechnology, and that tools came from where? So these are the techniques or discoveries, earlier discoveries, and by understanding these all things, the scientists were able to use the concept of genetic engineering, or he practically did the things with the help of this discovery only. So it was observed in bacteria. Okay, so this is bacteria. Scientists found that bacteria has got one defense mechanism. This for protection of bacteriophage. This bacteria contains two enzymes. One is called methylase and another one is what? Restriction endonuclease. So this methylase or restriction endonuclease do what? Simply this methylase will do what? Suppose that this is bacterial DNA. So this methylase will simply add methyl group to the end of DNA. Okay, methyl group if it have added. Now what happens? One more enzyme is there that is called restriction endonuclease. And the function of restriction endonuclease is to cut the foreign DNA. Foreign DNA means the gene is coming from somewhere else. And here the foreign gene will be of what? Bacteriophage.
Fine.
Okay. And this is bacteria. So suppose that any bacteria is infecting into this, any bacteriophage is infecting into this bacteria. Then what happens? This restriction endonuclease will come to know that some foreign gene has been introduced into the body. Then what will it do? In the function is simply this restriction endonuclease will cut the DNA. Okay. So how will it come to know that this DNA is foreign? This is self DNA. So because this will recognize that here what happened? Here methyl groups has been added here. So this enzyme will not be able to cut this DNA. This is a bacterial DNA. And here the foreign DNA is coming. It methyl group is not added in this. So this simply this restriction endonuclease will come to know that this is a foreign DNA and this will cut this foreign DNA. As a result, what will happen? Bacteriophages will be cut. It will not transcribed or transcription or translation will not take place and the bacteria will be able to protect itself. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was the observation and it comes under to the topic what? RMS. RMS means restriction modification
Okay.
system. So these were the discovery behind the practical application of biotechnology. Now scientists thought that one enzyme is there that is used to cut the DNA. Okay, because DNA technology deals with what? Earlier I have told you DNA technology deals with the cutting and pasting of what? Cutting and
DNA.
pasting of DNA. So how one will be able to cut the DNA? Because of this restriction enzyme. So due to discovery of this restriction enzyme, the application has been become possible. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
before we start the next topic, once can I say till now what all we have? Done?
hmm, okay,
No, before we see the no, from first one sec.
okay, okay,
Prince.
okay.
Can you scroll?
Yes, yes.
Presence of plasmids in bacteria.
Yes. Presence of plasmid in bacteria because plasmid are generally found in bacteria and in some yeast also that we will discuss later. Okay.
Oh,
And one is second one is restriction
restriction endonuclease.
endonuclease.
Now, presence of plasmid. That one we'll see later about that. Oh, how would that helped in biotechnology? That we'll
Yes,
see
yes,
later.
yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, here one more thing you can write. The bacteria was Salmonella typhimurium because sometimes this question is also asked. Salmonella typhimurium. Mhm.
So Paul Berg introduced the gene of
Virus.
this virus into
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bacterium with
Okay.
help of okay. And then can you scroll down? Oh, next. Okay. Chemical sterile convection. Okay.
Should we move to the next one?
Yes. Okay. Restriction endonuclease that identifies foreign DNA cuts into pieces. So how does it identify? It has its methyl group, so it won't. The
Yes.
second
Suppose that
step.
a restriction endonuclease know how to cut this DNA. Okay. So restriction endonuclease will simply recognize the sequence. It will cut the DNA. Okay. So this is DNA. It will restriction endonuclease cuts from here, here, here. It will break into the fragment. Suppose that
Oh,
bacteria is what is bacteria is doing. It is bacterial DNA. Simply it is
mm,
adding some group. Okay. So methyl
mm,
group it is adding to its own DNA. Now
mm.
the restriction endonuclease will come. This is not a DNA. This is something else. So it will come to recognize that this is same self DNA and this is foreign DNA. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So next topic is techniques of genetic engineering. Some basic techniques are there that are used in genetic engineering that we will discuss here. Technique of genetic engineering. This is also asked in board examination. What is the techniques of genetic engineering? Technique of genetic. Have you any idea about techniques of genetic engineering?
No.
Okay. Formation of recombinant DNA. Recombinant DNA, in short, it is written as a small r and DNA. Recombinant DNA. Next, use of gene cloning. Use of gene cloning. And next is gene transfer. So here basically we are dealing with that what are the techniques of genetic engineering. Suppose that you are going to do an experiment of genetic engineering. So firstly, what will you do? Suppose that you are in lab and you are going to perform anything under genetic engineering. So what you have to do? Firstly, you have to form what? Recombinant DNA. Okay. Now, the recombinant DNA that is prepared by you, there is a need that you will introduce the recombinant DNA into some vector. Vector will be needed, and that vector will introduce the DNA into the host. And what will be the next step? The host will simply multiply and multiply or replicate, you can say, and along with its daughter or progeny, the gene that you have prepared in a recombinant DNA that will be transferred to the next progeny. Is it clear to you? So what we will
Okay.
do in techniques, what were the topics that will come under the technique of genetic engineering? Firstly, formation of
Formation of
recombinant
recombinant
DNA.
DNA,
Okay,
uh,
second is,
use of gene cloning,
and third is gene
gene transfer.
transfer. So what is all this meaning? What happens in how we will be able to form the recombinant DNA, how gene cloning will be done, and how the gene transfer will take place, that we will discuss in topic. 1 second. Oh, my call is coming from office.
Uh,
Okay, Deepika. So here we will discuss about this formation of recombinant DNA, and then use of gene cloning, and then the last will be what?
Gene transfer.
Gene transfer. So here we will discuss how we will form recombinant DNA. So for this, what steps we should follow, what steps we have to perform to form this recombinant DNA. Diagrammatically, I'm going to express this. Suppose that uh, for this, what you need. So you are going to prepare a recombinant DNA. Okay, one DNA is there, you are going to modify it. So what will you do? Firstly, you will identify the foreign DNA. Okay, we are discussing about formation of recombinant DNA. Formation of recombinant DNA. So we will come to know that firstly, who formed this recombinant DNA. So the first recombinant DNA was constructed by Stanley and Cohen. Constructed by Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer in 1972. So when was first recombinant DNA constructed? In 1900, when?
70.
72. And
Okay.
how the Stanley Cohen and Boyer were able to do that? So simply they cut the piece of DNA of DNA from a plasmid. From where he cut the DNA? From a what? Plasmid.
Plus.
And that plasmid was carrying an antibiotic resistant gene. Carrying antibiotic resistance gene. In the bacterium Salmonella typhimurium. And how he was able to cut the piece of DNA with the help of which enzyme? Which enzyme acts as molecular scissor?
A restriction endonuclease.
Okay. And then what happened? Next step, what he performed? They cut the piece of DNA from a plasmid carrying antibiotic resistant gene in the bacterium. The next step, what it follow that? The piece of foreign DNA, the piece of foreign DNA cut from plasmid was linked with plasmid DNA. I will explain it the diagram also. Plasmid DNA, and this plasmid DNA is now acting as vector. Vector means gene carrier, acting as vector. And how this fragments of DNA was linked with plasmid DNA, because for linking, for joining, also enzyme is there that is known as DNA ligase. Which enzyme is used to glue the or paste the DNA or join the DNA fragments? DNA what? DNA ligase.
Yeah.
So linking of piece of foreign DNA with vector was done with the help of this enzyme is also very important. This is asked in NEET medical examination also. Was done with which enzyme? So with the help of help of DNA ligase enzyme. Which enzyme was used to glue the DNA fragments or to add the DNA fragments?
DNA ligase enzyme.
Ligase. ठीक है?
Hmm.
And the newly formed DNA is recombinant DNA. Okay. So the newly formed DNA, I will explain it, having integrated fragment of antibiotics resistant gene is recombinant DNA. So this is a history how recombinant DNA first time, how it was constructed. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
And next is mm, suppose that whatever I have written, I will explain it with the help of diagram.
Yeah.
Uh, plasmid, we will define plasmid later also. Simply, firstly, plasmid. Suppose that this is bacteria, and it is this genetic material of bacteria. Okay, chromosomal DNA, and one more double-stranded extra chromosomal DNA is there. That is usually not needed for the growth of bacteria. But if it is present, it provides some special character to the bacteria, and this is known as plasmid. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not needed for the growth of the bacteria, but if it is present, it will provide some specific. Suppose that this will contain antibiotic resistant gene. So what will happen? Suppose that you are suffering from any bacterial disease, okay, and you go to the doctor and doctor gives you antibiotics, okay, and you are now taking antibiotics. Now bacteria is also very clever. He will know that bacteria will come to know that the person is taking antibiotics. It will get destroyed. So uh, preventing from so plasmid, if it is present in bacteria, some plasmid contains antibiotic resistant gene. Okay, so when you are taking antibiotics, the plasmid will do what? It will provide antibiotic resistivity. The bacteria resist antibiotic, and still it will be still the bacteria will survive in your body. Why? Because bacteria contains antibiotic resistant gene. Okay, so when sometime you suffer from disease, you go to doctor, and doctor prescribes you to go for a pathological test. So the doctor will come to know that which bacteria is residing in your body, which bacteria is living inside your body, and what contains what antibiotics should be given to kill the bacteria, because that bacteria should not contain the antibiotic resistant gene. So according to that, treatment is performed. So what will this plasmid do? It will simply provide because this plasmid will contain antibiotic resistant gene. Okay. Now the theory that I have written is for construction of rDNA, recombinant DNA. How recombinant DNA formation is done? So simply, suppose that this is vector DNA or plasmid DNA. Normally,
No, can you show the previous slide? This
yeah, yeah.
formation of
Okay, okay, okay. Suppose that this is double-stranded plasmid DNA. This slide, techniques of genetic engineering.
no, next. Mm,
Okay.
yep, you can scroll that.
This one.
No, next.
Yes.
Next slide.
Okay, okay, next.
Recombinant. That. Yeah, this. Can you scroll?
Yeah.
So this they cut a piece of DNA from a plasmid, and this plasmid carries antibiotic resistance
Yeah.
gene in the back.
I will explain it later also.
Okay.
Because this whole chapter is based on only these things. Antibiotic resistant gene, DNA, ligase, vector, plasmid.
Okay.
Okay. So this is, suppose that this is a plasmid. It is a vector DNA. Plasmid is, we are using, this is vector DNA, or simply this is nothing but plasmid. Okay, you can make this also like this is circular, and circular, this is double stranded DNA. Okay. Next, this is a plasmid vector, and now you want to construct an rDNA, recombinant DNA. So what will you do next? Simply, for constructing recombinant DNA, recombinant means you are going to change the composition combination of DNA. So for this, you need a foreign DNA that contains the desirable gene. So this is foreign DNA. This is foreign DNA. And this foreign DNA contains the desired gene that you want to prepare. Okay, so this is foreign DNA. This is plasmid DNA and this is foreign DNA. Containing desirables. Okay, so now you are sitting in lab and you are saying that this is a vector DNA, this is foreign DNA. Now you have to do engineering. What techniques you will follow to you want that this foreign DNA, this contains your desirable sequence. You want to add this DNA into this. So what will you do? For this, you need to cut this DNA. Okay, and here you want to add. So suppose that you are going to add here, so there is also a need to cut this sequence, because if this sequence will be removed, then only you will be able to add the foreign DNA. Is it clear to you, Deepika? So
Yes,
for
ma'am.
cutting this DNA, what enzyme you are needed? Which enzyme is required here?
Restriction endonuclease.
Good. So we will use the same restriction endonuclease for cutting both, because ligation process will be easy. Okay.
Okay.
So here we will come to know that same restriction endonuclease here, same restriction endonuclease or enzyme, you can say, cutting both foreign DNA and vector DNA at a specific point. Okay, so we are going to use same restriction endonuclease for cutting this both foreign DNA as well as what, vector DNA. Okay, so what will be the next step? Now you have used same restriction endonuclease for cutting these two. Now what will you have right now? You have cut this foreign DNA and vector DNA. This is plasmid. Okay, now you have removed some sequence of DNA from here. Okay, and now this is foreign DNA and you have cut this foreign DNA also with same restriction. Now you have created the fragment of DNA, this foreign DNA. Now the fragment is ready. You want to add this fragment into this. So for this also, you have removed this much. So here you have removed this. Now what you have to do? You just pick up this DNA and will add here. But how? Specific glues would be there that are used. So one enzyme is there that are used to ligate. I have already told you the name of the enzyme. What is the name of enzyme that acts as molecular glue?
Ligase.
Yes, good, ligase. So what will ligase do? Ligase just join foreign DNA to where? Plasmid. Okay, so now this is plasmid DNA and you have now ligated this foreign DNA. Is it clear to you? Hmm? So you have changed the combination of this plasmid DNA and now this is called what? This is what you have prepared.
Recombinant DNA.
recombinant DNA. Now you have prepared this recombinant DNA. What will be the next step? You want to express this recombinant DNA. So what will you do? You will just introduce this into the bacteria or transformation, So this is bacteria. Suppose that this is bacteria. Okay. And bacteria has its own genetic composition. On, so you are going to introduce this recombinant DNA into bacteria. So this will come under transformation. When you will introduce the foreign DNA in bacteria, this technique is called what? Transformation. Have you studied about Griffith experiment? Hmm? Griffith
No.
experiment in genetics, molecular biology. Now
Good.
what happens? You have introduced this into this. So after transformation, what will happen? The DNA, the recombinant DNA have been introduced into where? Into bacteria. Now this bacteria will replicate.
Transformation from what? From recombinant DNA to
Host.
oh,
Host. What is
okay.
this? Is bacteria. Okay, this is E. coli, Escherichia coli bacteria, or simply you can say that this is what? Host. So you have prepared this recombinant DNA and you want many copy of this. How will this will be possible? So simply what do you want? You want earlier I have told you what is the main name behind the genetic engineering, to change the phenotype of host. So what will happen?
Okay.
So now you have introduced this rDNA into this bacteria. Now this bacteria will divide. Okay, and when it will divide, what will happen? The DNA that the recombinant that you have introduced in this, that will undergoes replication. That also will undergo replication. And now you had prepared one copy, and now see this becomes how many copies now? This becomes two copies. Is it clear to you?
Huh.
So now this has been introduced into daughter cell or progeny cell. Okay, and this is the bacterial genetic material. So how recombinant DNA is prepared? Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you need for this? Simply you have to uh, simply you have one vector and one foreign DNA. You will cut those foreign DNA and vector along with same restriction enzyme. Same restriction will enzyme will be used because it will create sticky end, that I will explain when we will discuss about the function of restriction enzyme. And sticky end, when it will create, same enzyme will be used to cut both the vector DNA as well as the foreign DNA. And now the foreign DNA will be ligated into vector DNA with the help of enzyme known as DNA ligase. Now you have prepared recombinant DNA, and this
Mm.
recombinant DNA you will introduce into the host. Okay. So in bacteria, you are using this bacteria as a host. So what will happen? So this recombinant DNA will now come to the host, and when this host bacteria will divide, bacteria is dividing, so when it will divide or reproduce, you can say this plasmid DNA, this recombinant DNA is also getting into this host, matlab progeny bacteria. So what happens? This the phenotypic, because you are introducing the gene here. So this bacteria, its phenotypic character will be changed. So this was the main name of creating which DNA? Recombinant DNA.
DNA.
Okay, so for this what you have to do? For this you just need three basic steps: that identification of desirable DNA, introduction of identified DNA into host, and maintenance of introduced DNA into host and transfer to its progeny. So these are the three basic steps that we will discuss in next class. Okay, Deepika?
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay, so this is
Okay.
enough for today. And once
Okay.
you go through this chapter, and we will having our next class